Hello, welcome one and welcome all to the Pocket Podcast or video, whatever you want to call it. Because technically not a podcast, just a really long video that I call a podcast. But hey, if you just want to call it the Pocket, go ahead. So, a lot of people that I recommend a podcast to don't seem to know what a podcast is. So I figured on this episode, by the way, it's going to be a solo episode, no guests. So, you got me and my thoughts, and that's it. So most people don't really know what a podcast is. So, I guess I'll just use this opportunity to describe to you what a podcast is, and what you can do while listening to me talk. So, like, you could do a whole bunch of stuff while listening to me just talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. Even right now, you could be doing stuff while I describe to you what you could be doing. Me, I like to maybe get some work done. Clean my room. I like to listen to a podcast on a long drive. Get some drawing done if you're into that. Put it in the background if you want to feel less alone when you're doing whatever. Kind of weird how we've gotten to this point in entertainment where, it used to be radios, right? We didn't really have an option to watch things, right? It was just you had to listen to it and watch it with your brain. And then, video killed the radio star, as they say. And we've just been into all this video stuff. Anyways, we come full circle is my main point that I was trying to get to. We're basically just listening to radio again. I'm cool with it. Seems like a whole bunch of people are cool with it. So, I guess just chill back, relax, enjoy the show. We got some stuff to talk about. And since this isn't technically a podcast, you should be watching this, because there's going to be a lot of visual stuff. You never know when something important might come up because this is a visual show. So I have a couple things lined up for us to view, and we'll get to that in a moment. All right. If you want, skip ahead. I'm going to keep rambling on for a little bit. So I'm going to use the podcast, I guess, as a way to just kind of get some stuff off my chest, right? Just get some stuff out there, okay? So I think, just maybe, I might be done with gaming on my channel, all right? And it's kind of out of the blue, but at the same time, nobody watches me, so who cares? The way I use my channel at this point is kind of like, just because I want to, it's just a hobby to do the channel. And it's kind of like I look at the channel like every time there's a different game that I've played on there, right? Is a different time in my life. And looking back at it, it's kind of like, it kind of like, holds my life. You kind of see me grow and whatnot through this channel. Because I've been doing the channel since 7th grade. And, eventually with a face cam, you can literally see me grow. Up to right now to where I am right here with you guys. And yeah, so I think that's just what I'm gonna keep doing, is just kind of using the channel and to kind of I don't know, kind of like a vlog, like use the channel as a way to just capture my life as my life goes on, in a way. If that is, by doing short films or whatever it is that I want to be doing. But yeah, gaming's pretty much dead on YouTube. I started off as a Minecraft. My first video wasn't Minecraft, but that's what I pretty much wanted to do, and eventually just kept going into games. And I just kept wanting to play games for the channel, but they weren't really getting views, obviously. And video gaming apparently just hasn't been getting views in general across YouTube because it's been getting demonetized, stuff like that. And for smaller creators like me, that no shot. Like basically, if you didn't make it back in 2005, you're not making it now. But I guess I don't know. By the way, I say 2005 is an exaggeration, okay? Clearly, because like PewDiePie made it in like 2011 or 2012 or something like that. But for now, gaming. I'm not gonna make any more gaming videos. I don't think. Couple reasons. You know, for a while, even though nobody watched me, I just liked having, games to upload, and I had a big problem not getting games as they came out and recording those games and finishing games is another problem. And so I figured, um, it what just happened? Sorry for the interruption. Hopefully this is good now, but we'll see, I guess. I don't really remember where we were. Basically, I'm retiring. No, I don't know. I don't think I think gaming videos are kind of dead. You know, I'm still not that gaming's dead, but gaming videos are dead on YouTube specifically. Twitch I guess is still kicking it, but YouTube, nah. And that's because of their guidelines that they've changed. They kind of got to crack down on violence and stuff. And a lot of video games are violence, and a lot of video games have swearing and not ad friendly things. So that's kind of why gaming's been hit, and that's kind of why. No, that's exactly why YouTube created YouTube Gaming way back when, but clearly people don't want to use that. I mean, how many people use YouTube Gaming? I never even used it, even like when it launched. So how many people fallen off? I wonder. That clearly isn't the right way. It's not gonna work. So yeah, I'm just gonna be done. But yeah, like I was saying before I got cut off. I don't know if you heard it, but I used to never buy new games as they would come out. One, because like I wouldn't really have money for new games as they would come out, because new games are always $60. That's ridiculous. And but that's the way it is. And so I never really been able to afford new games as they came out, especially for the channel. But I would always want to get at least games, and that's why I started off as like simple stuff like Minecraft and cheaper games, stuff like that. But recently, I that isn't really a factor. I mean, I've been playing a lot of more of the bigger titles than I used to before, and now more than ever, I've bought a whole load of games. That I have so many games right now that I haven't even finished all of them, just because sales and whatnot. And it's not new games; it's old games as well. So, but nonetheless, I have been playing a couple of new games, such as like Mortal Kombat, Control, Rage, even. Call of Duty, that's going to be coming out soon. Can't wait for that. I played the beta, loved it. Can't wait for the story, the campaign. I really want to see what they have to dish out for that. The reason I'm telling y'all now is because I've never bought so many new games, right? And not recorded them. I've just all been playing them for my enjoyment. First, it started off like one by one. I was just like, oh, I'll play this game just for me, just so I have a game to play when I'm not recording. That way, that is personally fun. Because sometimes when you play a game when you're recording, it's not as fun, or it's a different vibe, But when you play by yourself, you can really get into the game and really enjoy it. I don't really know what the future has to offer, other than I kind of want to do short films. I am working on short films. I'm writing. I've been filming, but that's kind of been a rocky production right now. It's just been on hold. That's partly my fault, laziness, and just not being able to get everyone together for filming and whatnot, because people are busy. It's understandable. I want to keep doing the podcast. Partly because, you know, what else am I gonna be doing in between? It'll be a way to kind of talk about current events. You know, see is kind of document the way my thoughts about things as time goes on. Like I said, I'm gonna be using my channel as kind of like a weird, like kind of like a diary kind of thing about my life, as you know. See how that is. Anyways, enough about me. Let's get on to the show. We got some crazy stuff to talk about. There's some. Let's get on the interwebs. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I just ordered the new iPhone. I got the mint green one, or the green one, whatever it's called. I got that one, the 11 Pro. It's in the mail though. I'm not gonna do a review on it. I think I'm past reviews. Should I bring the reviews back? They're my most viewed videos. All right, we got it right here on the trending. All right, let's see. Garvey, #1 trending for some reason. Is this the motivational guy? Why is the motivational guy trending? Kind of confused. I guess we're just hyping him. I don't know. He's gonna be in Armenia or something. Logan Paul is over party. Hey, what year is this? I swear this has happened before. Let's see. All right, let's see what he did this time. Look, they even said it. Y'all do the same shit every year. Logan Paul deserves no platform. This man has been canceled for years. Yeah, he has. He has. And you just try to see why there's a Logan Paul is over party trend, but there's nothing but K-pop stans. Every time. I'm tired of this. Every time I get on Twitter, it's always the K-pop stans that are canceling people. Why? I don't know. By what I can tell, it's just they're bored. Trisha Paytas. Oh yes, Trisha Paytas. This story. Oh boy, this story. Oh my God, is there a video? If there's a video, I'm pulling up the video instead. Please tell me she made a video. Oh my God, she made a video. Okay, Trisha Paytas is apparently transgender. She's apparently transgender, female to male. She feels like a male. And before we get into that, I'm gonna take my dog out, so just give me one moment, please. Anywho, my bad. I came back and I brought a snack. Watch this while I eat these. That way you don't have to hear me crunch.
I am going to be doing a video that people might think is I'm trying to be offensive or I'm setting back like a movement or something like that. But I want to talk about this because it's something that I actually have felt for a long time. Someone in the comments will know, like, leave in the comments below, like, someone will know I did a video, like, maybe it was right before I started dating Jason. It was, like, in January of, like, 2018. Yeah, of 2018. I did a video, and I don't know if it's still up, I think it is, where I wanted to be referred to only as T because I didn't feel like I identified as a girl. Now this seems like crazy and weird and shocking because I was born a female, and I'm ultra girly now. I'm very girly, right? Because when I was younger, I was teased a lot because they said I looked like a boy. I had a boy haircut. I had, just stuff I couldn't even control, like just hair on my lip, hair on my face. So people would call me like a man. Like there was one nickname, and it's not even funny. It's not even weird. It's not even like clever. They'd be like, Trisha the.
Let me stop her right there. So she's saying she's a man because as a child, people bullied her because she had quote unquote, well, she didn't really say it, but mannish features, I would say, is what she's getting at because she had a hairy face. Okay.
Marion Paytas, like I swear that it sounds like I made that up, like it's freaking weird. I didn't really get it then. I don't get it now, but they would just be like that I was like a man, and I didn't get it other than my lip. I know they made fun of my hair lip a lot. Anyways.
By the way, I'm giving my opinion on this. However, I am a cisgender straight male, so, it's not really my expertise, but it's still interesting enough. It's trending on Twitter. People talking about this.
To overcompensate for that when I got older, like when I was like 18 and I could start like, like spending money on my hair and like all that stuff like that. And I used to always wear sports bra because my natural breasts were very, like, one was uneven, like, they were hella uneven, and one was really saggy, and one was kind of up. So I always wore, like, sports bras to, like, flatten my chest. And I never liked the attention as a, so after I was, like, a man, blah, 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 around middle school is when I started, like, getting breasts, and I started getting, like, attention from, like, older guys, like, not even high schoolers, but, like, just grown-ass men, and I didn't like that at the time, which is very weird, I know, because now I'm very hypersexual. I'm very much about boobs and, like, showing them off, and that's my issue, because here's the thing. I identify with men better. People always think, like, there's something wrong with me because I don't have, like, that many girlfriends. Like, I love girls. Like, I do love girls, and I love, like, their sensitivity and all that stuff like that. But that's why I identify more as, like, a gay man, because I like guys, but I also identify as a guy, if that makes sense. The thing that kind of, like, stops it is I do love, which a lot of gay men do too, I do love, like, glam and voluptuousness. So in my head, I feel like I'm a transgender female to male, but also, like, a drag queen. That's kind of how I've, like, rationalized it in my head. Because, like, okay, let me just tell you why I identify as a boy more so, and from an early age.
Please do. Go ahead.
I don't like to be center of attention, except when I want to be center of attention. So, like, okay, think of, like, a drag queen, right? They do, like, their full glam and everything, but in their day-to-day, they're not. They're very, like, low-key, whatever. That's kind of me. Like, when I want to put on a show, I put on the hair, I put on the makeup, I put on the outfits.
Isn't that everyone? When you want to look good, do you make yourself look good? That's basically what she said. No shit.
But if you guys know me on this channel or my second channel or just in life, I never wear hair or makeup, like, in my day-to-day. I usually look crazy. Like, watch my second channel. I look insane, like, as far as, like, girliness goes. Like, I just never wear makeup. Like, oh my god, if I have, like...
Girliness. That was a pretty sexist comment, if I say so myself. If she's a man now, we treating her the same way.
And so I've always just kind of related to guys on that level, and I've always just been attracted to guys, but not straight guys. I've always been attracted to gay guys. So that's why I've, like, always thought maybe I'm a gay man. And then when it comes to girls, like, I admire girls' beauty so much, and I just, like, think girls are so beautiful to, like, look at. But like, straight guys, like, kind of turn me off. It's very weird. Like, I hate, like, over masculine energy. So, like, as a girl, I just never really related to that. And then the
So being straight means you're over masculine?
final thing that kind of brings it full, I feel transgender almost, is I've always had penis envy. Yeah. Where I just...
Did she say penis envy? I'm gonna just rewind that 5 seconds.
Had penis envy.
Yeah, no, she said that shit.
This sounds so crazy to say out loud, but, like, I've just always thought my life would be easier if I had that part. That if I asserted myself, I wouldn't be a bitch, but I would be, like, a man. And that's how I always think. When I talk to people, I think of myself as being assertive, and I think of myself as masculine energy. But because I'm a female and I was born with female parts, people think, oh, she's a bitch.
So you want to be a man because it would make life easier in society's eyes, quote unquote, because it is a man. It's a man's world, as they say.
The whole transgender community has always, like, called to me for some reason, and I never knew why. I'm like, well, if you guys, I'm not, like, I don't go out and advocate for it, although I would be so down, and I love the transgender community, so, like, I should be the advocate for it. But what was always stopping me was, like, I always thought, oh my gosh, am I trans? And I know I did, like, trolling stuff in the past, and so I don't want people to think this is, like, a trolling video. I've known, like, I've, like, come out as, like, gay before, I've come out as bisexual before, and that's kind of why I have issues in general with just terms in general and labels in general, like male, female, gay, straight, bi, because I don't know if I would say I'm confused. I would say I'm all of it, and that's why I don't like labels in general. Like, I don't like... And I've dated people
that's something else
who are bisexual, and people are like, well, they're gay because they date guys more than girls, or they're gay, or they're straight. Like, I don't like that you have to be one or the other, and you have to like something more than the other. I've always felt that way. Even with transgendered people, like, I've always been fascinated because there are some who transition fully, and then there are some that only transition partially.
Okay, I may be confused. something lost in translation. But am I getting that she thinks she's transgender because she's attracted to everyone? Like, not just boys, girls, or whatever. Is that, or straight, gay, or whatever? She's trying to say she's not gay or bi or whatever. Gay, bi, or straight, or nothing like that. She's just attracted to. She's all of them. She's all of those things, is what she's saying. So then, I don't know if she knows this, but I think that's called pansexual. You'll just fuck anything, like anyone that moves, basically. As long as they're consenting.
And then there are some that don't necessarily transition at all, but just choose to identify as a different gender. And I think I'm more of, I just choose to identify as a boy. And I know this is where it's gonna get a little scandalous, I don't love pronouns like they and them, because that's super confusing, I think. Personal opinion, and that might be unpopular opinion, because I know Sam Smith recently is like, I'm a they, or
oh, hold on, I'm gonna let her finish her ignorant thought.
That sounds like plural people. And while people think I'm schizophrenic and have multiple personalities, like, I choose not to identify as multiple personalities. So I get it, but I think, like, I don't think you have to necessarily choose one gender. I think you can be a guy some days, and I think you could be a girl some days, and that's how I feel. So while I love the...
I'm stop it right there. That end bit where you can choose to be a girl some days and a guy some days. I think I did hear that somewhere, but hey, I don't know shit. But that beginning part, how about just let's play that shit through again.
And I know this is where it's gonna get a little scandalous, I don't love pronouns like they and them.
She called it.
So while I love the term like girly and femme, I think that applies to me as a gay man. The problem with identifying as a gay man when you have female body parts is that you're not going to be able to fully satisfy yourself by being with a gay man. No, nor am I going to be able to satisfy a partner, like a gay man partner. And that's what's frustrating, and I think it's frustrating just in general. And as I have watched so many beautiful like transgender people like come out and stuff like that, I know with dating it's very difficult, because people, even if you let's say you fully transition, right? I'm just going to use like a very broad generic transgender person, like male to female, and you have that full transformation. You have breasts and you have a vagina and you have all of that. Even if you have all of that and you tell a guy like, hey, I was born a male, like, guys will be pissed. Straight guys, gay guys, whatever. And same like in my terms, like let's say I wanted to be male to female, right? Or female to male. Okay, like,
she messed it up herself.
That's not what they're attracted to. They're attracted for a mask. And, you know, the parts, that obviously I'm not going to satisfy them, but let's say I went full transition and got the parts and everything, and I said, hey, I was actually born a female, that would turn off a lot of guys as well. And I know this because I talked to guys about this. I've talked to gay guys about it, straight guys about it, and I get it. And for me, I've been with transgendered people, and I've only been with a male to female. I've never been the opposite way around, so I don't actually know what that transition's like, but to me, it's like, it's the same thing. It's not different. Surgery is amazing these days that you can't even tell a difference, if that makes sense. And I've been with a full transition and I've been with a partial transition, male to female. And like, it all works the same, feels the same. And when you're with a male to female trans, like, and they haven't fully transitioned on the bottom, you still get a woman, if that makes sense. You're still getting a woman energy with a different feel, if you know what I mean. So I think it's more important to be open, and I'm not saying the world needs to be open. I'm saying with me in my mind, I need to be open. And while my name is Trish, like, I never really identified with that name. I've always actually hated the name Trish, and for some reason I never liked it, but I just realized now, because it's a female name, and I don't really identify as female. Do I fully identify as male? I don't know. Well, now this past week, I had the societal boy haircut, which is like short. And I've never felt more freer and liberated in my life. I wasn't getting looks from gross straight men. I didn't have to do my hair in the morning, but it wasn't looked down upon. It wasn't like someone was like, oh my God, your hair, which I have gotten those multiple times when I don't brush my hair or whatever. People always like, your hair. But while I had that on, no one said anything. I could just literally roll out of bed and just go. And I felt free and I felt happy. I felt really happy. I didn't have to worry about hair or my body so much. I know guys are like into their bodies and stuff like that, but I didn't feel that way as a boy. I felt like, oh, I'm really, really free of myself and my body. And while I did have like the boobs in my butt, I felt like a thick boy. And I kind of like love being a thick boy. I don't know. It's kind of like, I know it kind of sounds crazy, and I'm sure people think I'm crazy, but I felt it. And like you'll see in the vlogs, 'cause I have a lot of footage, I felt happy, and I felt like I was just feeling it more so than I've ever felt glam or anything. And I think it honestly is just a feeling, and I don't want people to like be offended. I don't want trans to be offended or gay or straight or whatever by thinking I'm like mocking this or I'm confused. And I know that's such a misconception that transgender people are confused. And it's not that I'm confused, it's that I identify as both. I just don't necessarily like the term they or them. So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1,000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1,000%. So I think that's where I'm at, and I feel really free and liberated, and I wanted to talk about this because I think it's important that you can identify as masculine, feminine. You can identify as male and female if you choose. I mean, if you're a man and you love being a man, awesome. If you're a female and love being a female, awesome. But I've never loved being a female. I've never been so excited about being a female. I love the attention I get when I'm glammed and dolled up. But let's be real, I'm basically a drag queen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a show. I am a smoke show. I get my hair and makeup done, and I am someone completely different. And then when I'm just low-key and not wearing hair, not doing makeup, and it's not to say like females need to be girly and always have to do their hair and makeup, and that's what makes a female. I'm not saying it that way. I'm saying it more of like when I have that masculine male energy in me with the short hair, with the pants, with my boobs strapped down more, with not getting that attention from straight men. I felt myself, and I felt so freaking happy. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Like, I identify as a boy a lot of times. When I don't wear hair and makeup, I don't care about critiques of like, you look disgusting, you look this, you look that. Like, I'm free. I'm a free person. Not to say you have to change it and call me T. I like the name T because like I think that's a very like generic and both gender name. But I mean, I'm Trish. I'm Trish. That's what it is. That's my born name and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think you can be any gender you want to be. I don't think you have to decide what gender you are. I don't think you have to announce what gender you are.
But you are announcing it in a 15-minute video.
Without having the judgment of, oh, you're not trans enough, you're not transitioning enough, you're not passable, you're not undetectable, like that kind of stuff. So I think a lot of my attraction, especially to gay men as opposed to straight men, come from the fact that I kind of relate to being a gay man. And I know that sounds crazy, and I don't want to offend anyone, but that's how I feel. And that's why I have so many gay guy friends, because they are out and they are masculine and they have masculine energy, but they're also like sensitive and sweet, and they also like admire women and respect women, something straight men don't do as either. So I've always just liked their energy, and I liked that, and I've always related more to that, you know. And I never understood females being catty or competitive, because I just never felt that way with another female. And I think I've been insecure in relationships with other females because in my heart I didn't feel female at all. So like if someone cheated on me in a relationship, I was like, oh, it's because I'm masculine energy, I'm a male, if that makes any sense. So anyways, something I just had to like get off my chest. Is something that I've been feeling really great about. And while yes, I do have like hair extensions back and stuff like that, one day I might just shave it all off and chop it all off to show, like, to be proud of my male side that is in me and inside me, and it's who I am. So I know that's maybe not so dramatic for some people, but for me to get that off my chest and say it, and so that way you guys understand me better of where I'm coming from just in general, makes me feel so good and so happy.
Okay. I'm assuming the next minute in 12, like the next minute or so is just her thanking everyone. But you know, the community is not happy. 12,000 dislikes, only 4.6 thousand likes. Yikes. I don't know, man. Jeez, yeah. I don't. Whew. I don't know anything about that topic, but nonetheless, people are outraged about it. So clearly, she said some stupid stuff. Wow. Yeah, nice ad for this just in the middle of this. Do I think I'm trans? 1000%. Yeah, well. Good luck, Trisha Paytas. You're at the mercy of the internet now. Let's see what else is up. Let's see, Comic Sans, like the font. Comic Sans became a talking point of John Dowd's letter to the House Intelligence Committee. He typed a letter in Comic Sans. Here's the letter. Yes, it's Comic Sans, indicating that Rudy Giuliani's associates will not be appearing or providing documents this week. Attorney John Dowd, Trump's former lawyer, argues the time frame is too short and info could be attorney-client privilege. Not going to read that whole letter. But if you want to pause it, take a look. It's right here. There's a lot of political stuff I don't really care too much about. And I think they're really just making fun of the fact that he just typed it with Comic Sans. If this was just a regular typed letter, I don't think people would really be caring. Bold move, choosing Comic Sans. There's a lot of other fonts. It's a weird one to pick. Pat Robertson is trending, and it says Trump is in danger of losing the mandate of heaven over Syria decision. Let me look up what the mandate of heaven is. The idea that there could be only one legitimate ruler of China. Wait, what the fuck? Is that why they're talking about it? I'm really confused. Hold up. It's a lot of political stuff. Maybe let's not get into it. Baseball stuff. I don't watch sports. Belle Delphine was arrested. Yes. So apparently, yeah, she was arrested. Her mugshot is out, and she's crying in it. But everyone's saying that she still looks kind of cute in it, and I'm just saying she's smiling in this shit. So when I first saw it, I didn't think it was a real mugshot because she's fucking smiling in it. But she says it is, and so do a bunch of other people think it is. I don't know. The internet's easy to fool. But yeah, she has been away for a while, and then she posted that, and yeah, and so I think it was something. It might have been something to do because you can't sell the water. You can't sell that shit, because it's like a biohazard. You can't sell that shit online, like her bath water. Oh right, Belle Delphine was an Instagram model that posted that sold her bath water for like $30 some or something like that. Maybe it was more. Mental Health Awareness Week. Oh really? Just after Joker came out. Let's talk about Joker. Why not? Joker was phenomenal. I loved every moment of Joker, I would say. It was really good. It's not for everyone, however. It's not your typical comic book movie. Don't go expecting a action flick or nothing like that. It is an art piece, is the best way to say it. It is pretty slow. It's a lot of visual art, the cinematography, just it's so good to watch. I loved it. I thought it was a really good movie. It was such a real, it was one of the realest movies I've seen in I don't even know how long. And they just used characters from the comic books, like Joker and Thomas Wayne, stuff like that. I won't talk about any spoilers, by the way. But if you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, please go watch it. It's very good. And I honestly think he's on Heath Ledger's level. Sorry, Jared Leto, but you were actually terrible. I guess that's just what it is. Maybe you weren't terrible. Maybe they just edited you wrong. Because apparently, according to Jared Leto, he shot so much footage they could make an entire Joker solo movie when he was doing Suicide Squad. So he was under the impression he was going to have more of a role to play in Suicide Squad. But obviously that wasn't the case. And now his Joker's basically been thrown cast to the side. and Joaquin Phoenix is taking the mantle, even though his Joker isn't really going to be part of this universe mashup stuff that they've done. Unless they're going to do a 3 Joker storyline, which would be crazy. But then, you know, he'd be pretty old because Joker takes place in like the 80s or something like that. That's really all that's trending on Twitter. Nothing really much else to talk about. So we're going to head over on to the gram, you know, Instagram. So I like to save a bunch of stuff in the gram, okay? You know, for the podcast. I've been saving up a bunch of stuff that I've been wanting to talk about, but I've been reluctant to do a podcast solo style. Because for one, who knows if this is even entertaining? I'm not all that funny. And two, you know, it's kind of, I think really that's just the main thing. You know, why would I want to do a podcast by myself? I'm not talking to anyone. There's no one here to bounce my thoughts off of. So, you know, I guess just, you know, bear with me. So where do we start? Because there is a lot of this video. I'm going to play in a little bit, but someone should tell me what's going on in this video, because I have no idea. All right, I watched this video over and over, and I still don't know what's going on. I don't know what the point of the video was. Was it to entertain me? To educate me? I don't... Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Alright, she's putting on some lipstick. Oh, she's over... Oh. It's all over her face now. Wow. She also put tanning lotion or tanning on the rest of her body. Can someone explain to me what the fuck I just watched? No, I'm serious. There's only like a few comments, and all of them is, what the fuck is this? You know, like, what is this? I don't. There's no like the. See how I lost for words I am? The caption is creative technologies, best works from around the world. Follow me, credit 5 Minute Crafts. So if we go to 5 Minute Crafts, this channel, no, not channel, this page, this Instagram page, verified by the way, because they have a shit ton of shit, is basically the king of these strange ass weird videos. And apparently these are like tutorial stuff, or at least they used to be. Now it kind of just seems to entertain. Why are they showing women being sprayed with stuff? What kind of softcore porn channel is this? What the fuck is that burger? That black burger. What is that? What? And she's crying now. Alright. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this channel used to be actual, you know, tutorials, how to do little craft ideas. But, you know, as you run out of ideas, you kind of just got to start making shit up. And they do kind of bullshit some stuff. I have seen some videos. I don't know if I can find one, but they do kind of just make some shit up and hope you won't actually check them. Because how often do you actually fact check your Instagram facts / videos? Am I right? I'm not gonna look too much through their channel because I didn't really look through that. I have other stuff saved up for, but that was one video from that. Here's another type of tutorial-esque video. Okay, so get some string and some rubber ties and some weird wire fence. Okay, so he ties these cotton strings that he's cut up into like 2-inch pieces and folded around, and he put a bunch of them. See, when I first watched this, I was a little confused, as you might be. Like, what the fuck is this, right? Why is he doing this? Is this gonna be some art thing? No. She's feeling it up. No, it's a fucking rug. It's a fucking rug. Why wouldn't you just buy a cotton rug instead of you buying rope and some wiring? This probably costs more than just buying a rug. I was mad when I watched that video. I was so mad that I wasted, how long is this shit? Like 30 seconds until I realized it was a fucking rug. You know? Watched all that time. I was like, oh, what is this? It's pretty interesting. No, rug. It's a rug. Some stupid shit. Let's go on to some other stuff. Some more lighthearted stuff. A little bit more funny. Okay? So I don't know if you guys seen this video, but there was an event at a airport where this cart, for the luggage kind of got loose. And nobody really knew what to do. It's a pretty wild sight, and it's pretty fucking hilarious. It looks like somebody got hit by this shit because they were on the floor and they had to get drugged back up. But I don't know how this happens. I don't know how these things just get locked like this. And it's a miracle it didn't even hit the plane. Look at that. And then here comes Mr. Hero.
That's how you do it.
Or Miss Hero, can't really tell, but the hair is female in a way. But that's kind of, jumping to conclusions. But nonetheless, it's kind of funny. They're just kind of standing there, don't really know what to do, because, why would they get hit with that thing? But yeah, this is a very strange moment that they caught.
Gonna hit the airplane.
On
Here it
film.
goes.
Thought I'd share. You don't see this every day. And they just come in. I don't know what that thing is that they rode in on. Or maybe that literally is just for when these things get out of control. So then that begs the question, how often do these things get out of control? Okay, this other video is really hilarious, but people were saying it's fake and kind of mad that they were saying it's fake because I was dying. I was laughing because look at her reaction. Look at her reaction. I hate the rest of the video. I just keep rewatching the beginning. Like singing, boom, terror, agony. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And then like shortly after, she just starts getting like hella views.
Hi. No, I'm okay.
But yeah, it's fake, and kind of should have known it was fake. But I just thought it was so funny. It's just it's still kind of funny. Like look at that. It's just so, oh my god. Because every time I ride, I'm always singing or something, right? So if I ever get into an accident, that's exactly how it's gonna be. It's just happiness, terror, pure terror. I'm gonna die. Like yeah, that very well acted. If that's not real, because wow, that could have fooled me. So that brings us on to our next subject. That video, car accidents. They're fucking terrifying. I hate driving. Always. Doesn't matter. Always hate it. So anxiety inducing. And maybe in part it's because of the videos that I watch. But I've seen some crazy car accident videos. There's just always some crazy car accident. Look at this. Given this their fault, they're doing stupid shit. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? This is just still crazy. Then you got stuff out of your control. That just terrifies me. Look at this dude. He's just on his phone. I mean, given it's not his fault either, because I guess he might have hydroplaned. I don't know why the car just goes like this, but he's chilling. He's just on the phone. Russia. A lot of these videos are from Russia, by the way. Oh my gosh. I could have fallen victim to this one time. It was flooded one day. It rained for a few days previously, you know, flash flood. And I was about to drive through some water. Then I was like, hey, that's a little bit high. And so I backed up. This could have happened. Imagine this happening to you. This is terrifying. How is water not even in there already, indicating to this dude he should not even be doing this? His car started floating. That's what happened. His car, that's how much water is in that. It started floating off the ground. And now he's stuck. He's stuck floating in his car. Okay, this isn't really a car accident, but it's still a pretty bizarre thing to witness here. This dude, I don't even know what they're doing. Dang! I don't even know what they're doing here, but this dude has to get off the road, like, out of the way. He crashed, I guess. In some sand. And then some dude hit him, bro. They just went straight for him. He dropped his bike. That dude went flying. He went fucking flying. That bike was a fucking ramp. It's crazy. All those people and only one dude hit him though. He said, fuck the bike. He's out. He's out. He ran, bro. You see his bike got hit. He said, fuck that shit. He dipped. Oh my god. He flew. And he just left. I mean, I guess he can't really do nothing, but he goes so far. So far away. That bitch died. Cause there's other people. There's other people. That bitch died, yo. Oh my god. I can't stop watching this. That's, oh wow. R.I.P. Fuck. Damn, hopefully he's actually fine. Otherwise I shouldn't be laughing. But hey, what you gonna do? No one even watches this. Okay, let's keep watching some more car accident stuff. I got a whole bunch. I can keep going. Look at this dude! Look at this impatient dude! This red car just went over 3 lanes of traffic mad fast. First of all, there was a cop in the right lane, which is I guess why he was going over to the left to get, you know, because the traffic slowed down. So that's pretty ballsy nonetheless, but you know, what's the cop gonna do? Get in his car and run away from the one guy? Oh my, this video, I just can't help but share. Like, what do you do? What do you do? You both hit, like, you both pull out in the most perfect ways that your backs hit perfectly flat. That probably no damage was even done to the cars. Oh yeah. So, for those of you confused, this gentleman in the suit is a valet at this place. I don't know if it's a restaurant, hotel, or what. But apparently, and the guy in the white is the owner of that very nice looking car, which I think is a Lamborghini. I don't know a lot about cars, but apparently the valet was taking his car for a joyride, so the dude in white pretty angry about it. Now I'm seeing in the comments right now that say that it was a prank. And other people saying that it, you know, it's fake and that it's probably just a rental or something like that, and that's why he's so mad, because he's raking up the miles. But I see no evidence of that. To be fair, there's not a lot in the videos. Nonetheless, dude is mad. If that would happen to me, which it would never would, because one, I don't have a nice enough car for me to really get mad about it, and two, who would want to joyride in my shit? You know, three, I would never go to a fucking place that would have a valet. I would never use a valet just because of that reason. But I'd be pretty mad too. You know, it's pretty understandable why he's mad. I don't see why people are trying to clown him. No, I'd be mad if people were joyriding my car. What the heck? Why wouldn't you be? Let's see what this old people be getting into with the worst cars. Dang, they're freaking, what the, you hear that squeaking? Yo, they're playing bumper cars with real cars. They're playing Mario Kart and this bitch fell off the Rainbow Road. What the fuck happened for this bitch to run over the median like that in the parking lot and just hit it? Look at this. What happened? What happened? He's trying to push him out of a spot or something. Dang! It's just, yeah, look at that. Dang! He really hit him. Dang. On that fine note, thank you for joining me on this episode of The Pocket. I hope you enjoyed today's topics. Not really a lot interesting shit happened, but nonetheless, some stuff happened. Till next time, I guess. Peace out, I guess. I don't know, man.